Yeah.
I love my HBCU. And boy, I love it, love it. I love it, love it. I love my HBCU. And man, I hope my team they won one.
Yeah.
I hope my team they won one.
Yeah. Man.
I hope my team they won one.
Yeah.
I hope my team they won one.
Yeah.
I tune into the HBCU Sports Lab to see if my team won or lost. If they lost, I'm quiet as a mouse. But if they won, keep tab. I'ma do the dab, yeah. Dr. Cavil, he know what he be talking about. Mike and Charles, they know what they be talking about. They compress the analytic data with this hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they won or lost, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome to episode 511 of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, the show that covers the sporty HBCU diaspora, covering all things HBCU sports related, from the NAIA to the NCAA. We bring you insight and we bring you insight into the HBCU sports culture and the HBCU diaspora. Joining me today, my fellow skinny man, Michael Harvey, award-winning author, attorney, Michael Harvey. Freaknik Lawyer. Was that the name of the book?
That's the name of the book. My memoir, Freaknik Lawyer, and memoir of the craft of religion.
All right. And if you haven't went out and picked that up, please go and pick that up. Goes through the story. We just saw the documentary on Freaknik. If you've been on Hulu lately. So now we got somebody who was actually there dealing with some of the ramifications of the stuff that went on at Freaknik. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the past, like we're here to talk about what's going on here. We are live in Atlanta, Georgia, with the SWAC baseball championship. We're at Rush Chandler Stadium here in Atlanta, Georgia. And Michael, you've been here with me both days. Give me your first impressions of what you've seen here at the tournament thus far.
Very good tournament. You have some very fine athletes throughout the SWAC conference. In fact, I would have to say that in terms of black college baseball, the SWAC competitive baseball conference at the time. All the teams that have played very competitively this week so far, and that's some individual offensively with the bat and also defensively in the field.
Yes, we have. And we just witnessed Jackson State defeated Bethune-Cookman by a score of 11-6. The day started with Texas Southern sending Prairie View to the house by a score of 3-2. And then Alabama State sending, who did they play this morning? Well, let's just look. Alabama State sending Southern to the house. And as you take a look at it, this is what we have right now. Alabama State at 1-1, Bethune at 1-1, Texas Southern at 1-1. Currently, Jackson State is sitting at 2-0. Fairview and Grambling State are sitting at 1-0. One of those teams that you see on the right of your screen will move to the left of the screen after tonight's contest that will begin at 7:30 Eastern Time. Make sure you're watching this on SWAC Digital. Satora Black over there doing his thing. Shout out to Associate Commissioner Andrew Roberts for giving us the opportunity and the permission to bring our podcast live from here at Rush Chandler Stadium. So, Michael, you've been around HBCU baseball for a long time. And we've been talking about some of these things. We've been talking about some of the history, some of the different things, that the evolution of the game. You played for Tuskegee back in the 70s, back in the Stone Ages, and some people may want to call it pre-designated hitter, everybody. Pre-designated hitter. That's when the pitcher had to bat for himself.
That's right.
So,
we played with wooden bats.
see, that one I did not know of. Wooden bats and pre-designated hitter. Pre-pitch clock also. So, just thinking back to your time from when you played to the game that you see now. What about the game today do you like? What don't you like as far as today's game?
Well, the game actually very similar. I think the athletes are different. The athletes are bigger, they're in better shape and conditioning. You know, back in the old days, even Major League Golf players did do a great deal with weight. Baseball players did lift weights by and large. And they did do a lot of heavy physical training. Basically, whatever the strength your body had that you woke up in the morning, that's what you went out and played with that day. But today, you know, these athletes are better physically prepared for the
Nutrition.
game. Nutrition and their workout routine, special exercises, and the weights that they use, and specific weights for specific parts of the body, for the shoulders, for the wrists, for the biceps, for the triceps, for the rear end, for the hips. You know?
Yes.
So I think basically the game though is still played fundamentally the same. And one of the teams in this tournament that actually plays good fundamental baseball is the Bethune-Cookman team. They came up on the short of the stick tonight. So that is a very well coached team, and fundamentally, particularly defensively, it's fundamentally sound. Didn't have the best game this afternoon, but they really played the game the way it's supposed to be played. And so, you know, that's what I see. I think basically the fundamentals of the game remain the same, but the athletes are bigger, stronger, quicker, faster. And I think that's probably the primary difference in my era in the 1970s. Although I only played on the college level, but but extrapolating that to the professional level, I think the same difference. Even if when you look at players who play professionally, let's say in the 70s, and players who play professionally today.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically the physicality of the players. I think that's the major difference.
Now you've seen all 8 teams that are here at the tournament. Two of them have gone to the house. You see them on the bus right here on the graphic. You see them that they're on the bus. But of the 8 teams that you see here, which team has impressed you the most thus far? The day and a half that we've been here.
Florida has impressed me very well. In fact, coming into the tournament, they're the defending champions, and I would have to pick them to return and to win the crown again this year.
So that means you're picking them tonight over Grambling, then, right?
Well, I don't know. Because Grambling also impresses me. In fact, I didn't have them rated very high in the tournament, but in my recap preview of this tournament, I said there's 2 dark horses that could win today. Alabama State, if Ali Perez catches on fire.
Right.
And he hit an inside the park home run yesterday, and he had a good day again today. And they won that game today. And the other dark horse would be Grambling, okay? And the key player on that team that has to get hot at the right time is Cam Buford. Buford is the home run leader at Grambling. He hit 43. He hit one yesterday. So he's up at 43 now.
Right.
And so I like Grambling, and I like Florida A&M, which means that the matchup this evening will tell a lot about this tournament. Now, one of them to lose tonight will still come back and win
win the bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, because both of them come in 1-0 today, so they have to do a lot of work, but they can get back and still win it and lose up tonight's game.
So coming into
And that's what FAMU did last year. They lost to Alabama State in this same game last year, and then came back, won the game Friday morning, won the game Friday afternoon against Alabama State, and then beat them in the if game on Saturday afternoon.
That's right. And I think with the matchup in the championship game last year was Bethune-Cookman.
And both of them came out the elimination bracket. Yes. We like to say elimination. We don't want to call them losers.
But yeah, so it is possible. although I picked Florida A&M to take the conference championship, my dog horse, one of my dog horses is Grambling, and of course the other one is Jackson State. And so anything can happen. It's still anything is possible right now. This is a key matchup.
Right. All right. All right, Michael. We've got a couple of the guests lined up. I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Anything else that you want to bring out about the tournament that you've seen thus far today?
Well, if you're in the metropolitan Atlanta area, get out here. It's verified baseball being played. Rush Talent Stadium is over at the Georgia Tech campus in Atlanta, Midtown Atlanta. So come on out and watch some good baseball tomorrow, which is Friday, and there may be a game Saturday if necessary.
We hope not.
And of course, take care. We want to have a day off.
Exactly.
But the championship game is Sunday, midday after.
Yes.
So get out here and pack the fans and show your support for HBCU baseball because these kids are really playing a high level baseball conference.
All right. We in the lab, baby. Michael Harvey, award-winning author Michael Harvey.
Glad to be here with you. You guys take care.
All right. Eddie Drew, live from West Chandler Stadium, and we'll be right back here in the lab in just a moment.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Compress the analytic data with your hip-hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
We're back here in the lab, A.D. Drew. Now I am joined by Coach Ron White, head coach at Dillon University, and also from the National Scouting Bureau. So basically, I'm gonna start off with 2 questions for you. A, give us a recap of your season at Dillon. That's number 1, and then number 2, tell us about the National Scouting Bureau service.
So recap of Dillon. I ended up taking up the program with some mishaps that occurred. Both coach and administration decided to go in different directions.
It happens.
Came in on March 29th. When we got there, the team was set at 21. Brought my staff with me from the National Scouting Bureau, actually. Carl Nichols, Bob Shelton, and we kept coaching the league plays. We went in with the goal of basically building a new culture, and surrounded on development, so make sure players were able to develop and play the game the way the game's supposed to be played, and play it free. We ended up the season. I coached for regular season, it was 15 games. We went 11-4 in those 15 games.
Same talent.
Same talent. Same group of people.
Anybody come back from injury or during that time?
No real comeback from injuries. There were some guys who were down, but we brought a pitcher back, Jackson Shear. My understanding, he was admitted relief role. We took our starter and we made him a closer, and Kewan Burnett. We took Jackson and moved him into the starting role with Handel, Gonzalez, and our other starters. We were able to find success. So we ended the season overall 18-25, and we went into the playoffs. I feel like we really beat ourselves in the playoffs. We won 2 games and we lost 2 games. To actually the 2 teams that played for the championship. But
that's a feat, though. The fact that
we were there.
Yeah.
We got 2 wins out of it. We look to go back next year and do more. So from the standpoint of after the season is over, we had 100% of the guys return. We did not cut scholarships. We do have a recruit class that's coming in. I think right now we're probably, once we do the official announcement of the guys that we got coming in, we'll probably be somewhere in the top, I'd say the top 10, top 15.
They are.
In recruiting.
Yeah.
The guys that we bring in. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are with that. That's the scouting bureau. Wow. So, I did associate scouting work with the Phillies and the Red Sox for several years. With the Scouting Bureau, the Major League Baseball Scouting Bureau was shut down. I decided back in 2010, 11, or whatever it was, to just buy the name National Scouting Bureau, right? And so I did that with the intentions of, starting a scouting service.
Right.
And so that has now evolved into this machine that has, close to 1 billion, 2 million views, or whatever they just over the views were, 2 or 3 million views a day. The content and information that we put out on, majority of it has been HBCU baseball, right? Black college baseball, a lot of the D1s, which would be the 17 D1s and HBCU ball.
Correct.
We've done polls on. But we have also done polls on JUCO D1, D2, D3 levels. We've done polls on NAIA baseball. We have partnerships with other groups that have been well established in those areas, and they're using our content, our polls, and they're presenting that information out and passing the information along.
So we need to make sure we have Black College Sports Network, so I get y'all information so we can start putting that out.
Yeah. We got different great partnerships. But yeah, we take pride in what we do. I got a great group of guys. They over there getting ready for this game between families and Wembley. So a lot of reports, you'll see a lot of information still coming out. Next few hours, next few days.
All right. Now I asked Michael Harlan previously this question. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Of the 8 teams that you have seen here over the last day and a half, which team has impressed you?
I'll be honest with you. I've watched. Prior to me going to take the Dillon position, all I was doing was covering TC, right? Yeah. I was all over the place. I was at Cactus Jack out in Houston. I was in Andre Dawson. I covered Bella State. I covered, FAMU. I covered Texas Southern. I've been all over.
And I can't tell you how many times we done bumped into each other at different events. Yeah.
So I'll say the team that probably has impressed me the most today, in general, I would say Jackson. I was not expecting them to come out and do what they did today. They have the talent to do it, and as you said, we just interviewed several of those guys. But I didn't expect it to go that way, right? I was looking at the Bill Goodwin over the season have been a perennial powerhouse. The schedule that they played from A to Z. That's why they were always in the top rankings with us, right?
Right, and especially that tough non-conference and picked up W's in that non-conference. Yeah.
FIU and FAU, whoever it was. They beat perennial powerhouse, right?
And then with the power level, they were very competitive. 1-run, 2-run game. Yeah.
The games that they lost. They were competitive. 5-4, read too.
Yeah.
Those that. So when we do our polling system, it's not just based on the records, right? You can. I said this to somebody last night. I can go play my granddaughter's kindergarten team and beat them 100 times.
Right.
Should I put up that I'm the number one team in black college baseball? No.
Depends on the polling system.
It depends on the polling system. That's right. The polling system does not take spread the scheduling discount, the head match play, all these other factors that we put in there. Then you would have some of the polls that have been out.
Right.
So, but we have a legitimate team that gets up on Sunday morning. Sunday morning, sometimes they just get to play early. Sunday and Monday morning, there's a whole bunch of arguments going on, right? With all of us pulling all this information together. And at the end of the day, we send out the polls based on taking all the data, all the criteria, aggregating the information out, and then providing you as the people, as the fan base, with the polling system.
Now, is iTest part of that polling system?
Oh yeah, definitely. So, especially in games that we watch, games that me and some of our staff members get to watch. Some days we just see guys that are, hey, these guys are really producing. They're producing in clutch situations. The numbers a lot of times don't just mean the end all be all. Be all be all, right?
Right.
Sometimes you got to see it. To be here and see it, it's just not looking at the numbers on paper.
Right.
You don't understand why North Carolina A&T remains at the top of the board for a great deal of time.
Right.
You'll see why Cook stayed at the top of the board for a great deal of time. You'll see when Alabama State goes and beats Auburn. You'll see them move up in the polls, but that's a midweek game that, quote unquote, they're not supposed to win. But it's baseball.
Yeah.
Like they say in football, any given Sunday, in baseball is any given day.
Exactly. You're only as good as just starting pitching.
You got to have coaches.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't have today. Let's go ahead and make a move. And maybe I have to bring another pitcher in. I have to bring my long relief guy.
Right.
And then hopefully we just get done. But a lot of times we leave those guys in, and it results in getting kind of out of hand early. Right. You got to fight your way completely out.
Right. Now, also, obviously, you help identify individual talent and hopefully get them to be saved by some of the big boys, some of the major leagues. So kind of talk about that.
So over the years, we've done it on both ends. We've done it where we're dealing with high school players, getting them into college. Right? And I have probably at this point 500 plus kids that we've done that, and those are 500 plus scholarship guys.
Yeah.
That we've worked since 2011 and got actual scholarship. Then you go, now they even talk about the walk-on guys who had academic money and stuff like this.
Right.
So, I think we probably affected more than 1,000 kids. On the representation side, from bringing a guy that's either a high schooler into the draft or a college guy to the draft, recently put us into that area. Even though I've had 22 guys drafted, and I have like 8-12 big leaguers that I've had work with. So I moved into the agency side 2 years ago, and we've been working with these guys in Major League Baseball behind the scenes.
As an advisor to a lot of these guys, I advise a lot of these guys now on what it's going to look like and the route they have to take in order to get there. So yeah. Hey, I'm going to watch a great game. You got FAMU up, you got Grambling up. They're not rivals, but in this matchup, this is a rivalry game.
Well, they have played 3 times.
They have played 3 times
this year.
Right.
FAMU was taking, I believe,
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a good matchup here.
And that was in the one down in Gwinnett.
No, Gwinnett. That's right. They played in the what is it? The Ralph Gar?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ralph Gar. It was the Ralph Gar. Robert Lucas.
Yeah.
Robert Lucas. That's right. They took 2 or 3 there. So yeah. So this is becoming a rivalry. Let's put it that way. So this is the second year for that, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. So 2 years. That's good.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
All right, appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man.
And we'll be back with more games inside the HBCU Sports Lab.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster. absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cavil Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cavil.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
Compress the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, yeah, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. AD Drew here, and you know we cannot come to Atlanta, a major sports event, without wait. Look at this. Look at this.
What can we say? You know what? How you doing, Charles? How you doing, everybody?
Yeah, go ahead and get to work. We don't want you to get fired. Charles Bishop bringing whoa, watch out there now. Charles Bishop bringing sideline reporting there on SWAC Digital Network as we have FAMU and Grambling State playing. We are in the top of the first inning. There is one out. Grambling has a runner on first base. We'll try to keep you up at the game as much as we can. But we can't come to Atlanta and a major event involving the SWAC or the BAC and not have this guy show up, show out, and get some face time.
Man, thank you for having me on the show today. I mean, what a beautiful day here in Atlanta. And it's great to be here, you know, with SWAC and with SWAC baseball. So excited about that here in this beautiful facility here at Georgia Tech University.
What does this tournament mean to the HBCU fans in Atlanta? Because you know you've obviously had some history here with HBCU events over probably 30 years worth of events that you have participated in or have seen here in Atlanta. What does having this tournament here mean to HBCU fan in Atlanta?
I think it certainly means a lot. Having the Division I baseball here, which we don't have any Division I HBCUs in Georgia. So having this championship here, gives local Atlanta fans and certainly people that are coming in an opportunity to enjoy the city. I mean, look at the backdrop from this stadium that you can see here, and just really excited that the SWAC conference decided to bring this to Atlanta.
I'm excited that they brought it to Atlanta too, because this is a heck of a lot closer than driving to Birmingham or to Huntsville for me. I'm just saying. Now, let me ask the obvious question. How does the BX SWAC Challenge or the Celebration Bowl piggyback off of what's happening here and vice versa? How does this event piggyback off of the success that you guys have had with the BX SWAC Challenge and the Celebration Bowl?
Well, I would think that one of the key reasons that the conference made the decision to move the game here was based on, the experiences from the successes of both the Cricket Celebration Bowl and
the successes of the Cricket NEAC SWAC Challenge.
Correct.
Obviously, Atlanta's a destination city.
Correct.
It's a large media market. It's the number one travel destination for African Americans. So, what a great way to have a championship game in a destination city over a holiday weekend. So, this is fantastic for the conference, and I think it's great for Atlanta.
Yeah, and it's been nice. It's been not quite the family reunion that we have during the fall with the two events here, but it's been a small, more like a picnic in the backyard as far as they go. When you just have the brothers and sisters over. Family reunion. That's when you got the cousins and the aunties, the in-laws and all this stuff. Right now, it's just mom and siblings right now.
It is, but we have a beautiful day for this, and
the weather is beautiful today.
The great thing about when you think about collegiate sports, football is king in the South.
Yes,
and so you can't really have anything I think that would compare to that. But I think the energy that this game, the two that I've seen thus far, and this one certainly with Florida A&M and Grambling, certainly reflects the quality of competition in the SWAC and in SWAC baseball.
All right. Now, I got to toss you the softball. Let's talk about the event that's coming up in the good play at first base, everybody. Hope you guys have two devices going. Hope you're paying attention to us. And on your second device, you got the game up on SWAC Digital. But let's talk about the event coming up in the fall, the Cricket NEAC SWAC Challenge. And kind of take us through the timeline from now up until then. Some of the things we may be expecting. Obviously we know there's always a press conference during the summer. Different stuff like that you can release at this point in time.
Well, our team has been working very hard, actually, since right after the Celebration Bowl. Once we close that out, then we quickly pivot to getting ready to open the next season, which the Cricket NEAC SWAC Challenge game does. I mean, this year we're featuring two preeminent schools with Florida A&M University taking on Norfolk State. And Norfolk State has never been in this game before, and they haven't played in Atlanta before, so their fans are excited. And we know how the Rattlers are about Atlanta. They consider this
Tallahassee North.
Tallahassee North. You're right. I love the way you describe that. But they also come in as the reigning HBCU national champions, having defeated Howard in a very close game in this past year's Cricket Celebration Bowl.
Is this the first time that we've actually had the defending champion come back and open up?
It is.
Yes.
It is. We have had defending champions, but not
prior champions,
but not the back.
Right.
Coming in immediately having won the national.
So Rattlers making history, y'all. First time you've had. Now, of course, we still haven't had the situation where somebody opens and closes, but we've had the close open.
That is correct. That's correct. So, we're really pumped about this year's game. Like I said, we're in prep mode. You indicated July the 16th, we're going to have, 17th, I'm sorry. We're going to have our coaches press conference. We're also, during that time, going to have some announcements about the Celebration Bowl, the closing of the season, as well as announcements on this second year of the Band of the Year, which is our HBCU Marching Band National Championship.
All right. Now, you and I were talking in a offline conversation a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. Days get to run it together. But, ESPN announced recently their opening week lineup. And at the top of that lineup, one of the premier games is the Cricket NEAC SWAC Challenge. And to some people, it's just a game that's on ABC. But we were talking about the significance of it and what this means, and it's not just the fact that the game is on ABC. It's how far we've evolved, where we came from 2015 when this whole thing started as far as the Celebration Bowl, because the NEAC SWAC Challenge has been going on forever. But where we've evolved from just from that point in time to where we are now, to where we get a solo primetime game on linear, in addition to what you're still able to get on the digital side.
Correct. So, we can't say enough about, I have to first talk about our partners, our sponsors that are involved, certainly our title sponsor, Cricket Wireless, but HBCU fans, not just of the two schools. We're seeing that, this is like a homecoming. You were talking about it earlier before. But the MEAC SWAC Challenge has become that we're now in a position when we moved in 2021 to open college football. But this year is very special because, again, we're in what's being labeled as Saturday night prime time. And this year we don't have any competition. Last year we were in the slot. We had ABC, but we're running a game against us on ESPN. This year we're solo. So on week 0, you have Florida State and Georgia Tech playing in Ireland.
Right.
At noon.
Right.
And then at 7:30 p.m. Saturday Night Football, you got the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge with Florida A&M and Norfolk State.
And there are many other games happening throughout that weekend, and any of them could have been moved to that time slot.
That's correct. That is correct, because you have some premier matchups
Yes.
going on in week 0, starting that Saturday all the way through Thursday is considered week 0, and there are some major Division I matchups that are taking place. So to have the MEAC SWAC Challenge, the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge kickoff, an HBCU game in that slot speaks volumes to what to what we think we built here, and what fans certainly tend to enjoy and watch, because you don't get that slot if people aren't watching it. And so I think we've demonstrated certainly last year and the year before that this game is worthy of that position.
Yeah, and just something I noticed, that guy in Colorado, and we still doing good things.
That's correct. And certainly the impact, I think, on HBCUs is without question. However, with our ability and of to continue to move the needle forward in a very high level way, it's just really an indication of the connectivity that fans have had with HBCU football for many, many, many years.
Right.
And that continues today.
Yeah. All right. Last question I want to get off before I just give you open mic is how do you guys do such a good job keeping 2 events a year, but keeping them fresh? Because I think since 2018, I've pretty much been coming to one or both on the regular, and it's still fresh every time. There's something different. It's still exciting for me. I went from going once upon a time as a fan to ultimately going as a member of media, from going as a member of media to actually working the game. So I've evolved throughout the few years. But but even still with that, everything is up, and there's a stolen base, and Fabi is just thrown out at second base. Good play there by the Grambling catcher. But how do you guys keep everything so fresh?
Well, look, in today's environment, you have to constantly be innovating to keep the interest of fans.
Yes.
What we pride ourselves in is what you get here at the opening season game with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge kickoff and with the celebration and the Cricket Celebration Bowl. You won't get at any other game that you go to during the season.
And I've been to many classes.
So we pride ourselves in that, we're not a classic game.
Yeah. We
pride ourselves in sort of being, I will call that type of environment that creates something special for fans. If you come here in kickoff, then you're looking at, wow, we're in an environment. We use the city of Atlanta. We also look at that we're creating interactive experiences for the fans that are different from anything that they have last year. So we're always looking to innovate. And the same thing when you come to the Cricket Celebration Bowl. That is our Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl for our fans. And so we have that opportunity and obligation to constantly, like you said, keep it fresh. Constantly making sure that, hey, if you just because you came last year, you don't want to miss this year because there's going to be something new and different.
Right. And I'll say this: for those of y'all who like the parking lot pimp, as we used to call it back in the club days when I was in school, if you just come and just go through the vendor area at both events, just the vendor area at both events with the food trucks and the merchandising and the concerts and the band and the bands marching through and everything is second to none. Bring your wallet though, because and put yourself on a budget, because if you're not careful, you will spend your rent check just going through like, oh, I like this, just like I picked this up at one of these events. You will spend your rent check just picking up cool designs and everything. Make sure it's licensed though when you pick it up though. Don't just pick up something from anybody.
The good thing is this: we don't have anything in our place that's not licensed.
Yeah.
So if you're not buying it from in our area, you're right. It could be off, but we also make sure that even in the surrounding areas that we police merchandise, because we do want to assure that fans are getting the best quality.
Yeah.
That it's authentic and it's licensed, because that also revenue shares back to the institutions.
Correct. All right, John, I've taken up enough of your time. We got a ball game going on. We are in the bottom of the first. Grambling, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. FAMU is still batting. They have a runner on first with 1 out. 1-1 is the count. John Michael Vastario is batting. And did you see that home run? You didn't see that home run he hit last night, did you?
I was not here last night. So
you have to go back and watch the replay on that one. You see that building right there? He about hit it up over that building last night.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. Yeah, it was about 5 feet from going over that roof.
Wow.
And for those who don't know, it's the training building. It's the indoor football facility here at Georgia Tech. Yeah.
For those who don't know, that's beyond 382 feet.
Yeah, it's 382 to the just to the fence. So he probably got a good 450 on that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I've seen him crush a few balls this season. The couple of FAMU games that I've been to.
Well, let me say this before I go. I want to commend you and all of your counterparts and everyone that's been out and on the front lines of carrying stories and covering HBCU sports, having conversations about it, educating fans on and keeping them abreast on what's happening in HBCU sports. So great job by you all, and thank you so much for what you do, because this doesn't happen without you.
Yeah, we appreciate it, but we also appreciate people like you who give us the access, give us the information that we need to feed. And yes, y'all, for those who don't know, we keep secrets because there's a lot of back channel conversations that go on. Like, this is gonna happen, but you can't say nothing about this until I release this and everything. And we've always had that mutual respect. We our little group of us, we may talk about how we want to handle it when it comes out, but we never we're not the ones that leak everybody. Somebody else leak. It don't come from us at Black College Sports Network.
Well, we appreciate that, and that's why other people aren't getting the kind of conversation we have, because you guys have been very good at that. We've trusted you, and you certainly trusted us, and we appreciate that. That's how we grow all of this together.
Well, we're gonna do an abbreviated version of Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, because as everybody know, I am a FAMU grad. Even though I got my swag shirt on today, I decided to be neutral today. I did come in FAMU gear yesterday, everybody.
Well, I can tell you guys, he's saying that, but I'm watching him closely as he's reacting to this game right now.
Oh, I'm all in it.
He almost can't contain himself.
I'm all in it.
Because his rattlers are up that bat right now. So
yeah, I just want to go ahead and get this first run so we can go ahead and get this ball rolling. We kind of struggled yesterday putting some runs. We had to get some runs in late in order to advance. Southern scared the crap out of me yesterday, and thank God they are out the tournament. Did you see my cool graphic there, John? Let me show you.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
That's what we got right now. You got those two teams right there on the bus, already getting ready to start their spring break, and we got some other teams. You got 5 seats remaining on the bus.
Got you. Oh, that is nice. That's very well. So, I guess should we be waving goodbye to them as they head out of town?
They heading out of town. They head back spring. Summer break has started. Some of them need to get in summer school probably. Yeah, appreciate you. And with that, we want to thank you for listening to today's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab radio show and podcast. I am AD Drew. I want to thank our guests, John Grant, Harold Michael Harvey, and Coach Rod White from Dillard for joining us today. You can follow Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. That is Inside the HBCU Sports Lab 1 on all social media. So once again, for all of our guests, this is AD Drew. Thank you for joining us in the lab, and we shall be back on Tuesday. Don't know who's hosting Tuesday, but if the good doctor calls, I will be here. Speaking of, he should be flying back in sometime real soon. He said he was coming back to the park today. He had to go pick up his son.
Oh, okay. We're looking forward to seeing him when he gets in.
I'm trying to see how much he's grown since the last time I seen him.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for having me.
No, thank you. All right. Thank y'all for joining us in the lab. Great show. Course, lecture, dismissed.